Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan. I've not been online for a couple of days, guys. I'm attempting to quit smoking, and I've had a lot of crazy things going on, as per normal, in my life in Thailand. But I'm not going to get into them today. Now, in today's video, we've got a guy that's come from Phuket, has arrived in rural Isan and having a nightmare. Standard procedure over here from the move from a place like Phuket to rural Isan. Doesn't always go that great when you enter the woman's village. We've had the craziness of the government changing the minds and messing everybody around in terms of the COVID certificates and stuff. Absolutely mental. And we've got a story for you today, a Pattaya story. So stay tuned, guys. Let's roll the intro and let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so the other day I jumped onto my inbox and noticed an email from a subscriber. I'll keep him anonymous. Mate, I need some advice please. I'm stuck in rural Isan, about 60 kilometres from Surin. There is nothing here and I can't see any way to get out. Me and my girlfriend came here from Patong last weekend, but it's turned into a disaster. Cut a long story short, I've tried to leave, but she gets violent. Throws my stuff around and almost smashed my phone to pieces. Short of knocking her out in her mother's home, there's nothing I can do. I half reached the point of depression. I feel like a prisoner. I've tried explaining things in a rational manner, but as you know, it's impossible. I spend most of the day on my own while she gets drunk with her sister and all the local Thai people, then just falls asleep. The local people are friendly, no complaints, but my Thai is not at a level to have a decent conversation. I still have stuff in her room in Patong, so I need to leave with the key. Do I sit it out a few more days or make the break? The house is about 2 miles from the nearest main road, then 6 kilometres to the nearest town. She has begged me to stay, so not to embarrass her in front of her family, but I can't stand it. If I do my work online, she complains and expects me to sit in the shop all day, getting drunk and eating Thai food. I'm no wet wipe, mate. If this was England, I would just tell her to F off and I would have stopped her physically throwing my stuff around. But I've heard about the villages and to just bite your tongue. I welcome any advice, mate. So yeah, I got this the other day, guys, and when you spend time with a woman in a tourist place and then you go to her village in rural Thailand, she'll normally have not seen the family for quite a while. So in the villages over here, not everywhere guys, but in most of the places, they'll all just sit, drink and eat. And because you can't communicate that well, you're just literally left there to like sit alone. You don't know what to say, you don't know what to do, and you just sat there like a wet lettuce. So I totally get it. Every now and again, she might say to you, "Are you all right, Tirak," or whatever, and get you a drink or give you some food or offer you something. But for the most of the time, you just sat there while she gets on with a sister or a family or a parents or whatever the case may be, and it's just the way it is. You do feel like a wet lettuce, and also yeah, if you complain or you want to leave or whatever and she can't control the situation, normally the MO over here is, yeah, let's just smash the place up, let's smash your things up, let's throw a paddy, because they don't know how else to control you. So just create drama and then hopefully you might listen. If it was me and you're having that already, I'd just get out or just say I'm going to Patong and I'll meet you there later on. I did advise you though, if it's that bad, just simply wait till she's out of the house and then just call a grab taxi and just get out, get to Patong, pick your stuff up and do whatever you need to do, mate. I know it's hard, it's difficult for a lot of people when they go from the tourist places over to the villages here in rural Thailand. Sometimes it can be okay, but a lot of the times, yeah, there's a lot of drinking that goes on. You do feel like a bit of a spare part, and it's a massive culture shock and a massive change, so I do feel for you on this one. Right guys, moving swiftly along, we've had an email from Ben, who's a subscriber to the channel. Hi Dan, I thought I would let you know about my recent experience of a 2-week holiday to Pattaya. I'm a very experienced traveller to the city, where every day is a Saturday. I was there for the first high season post-lockdown in late December, early January. I can only say I was absolutely shocked by what a different vibe the place had. I had visited in mid-2022 and it was very quiet and everyone was working hard to get business in any way possible. Just like normal. What shocked me about this high season was the absolute laziness from all the workers, bar staff, restaurant staff, transportation operators and even massage girls. I went to one Thai restaurant that was busy and had eaten there before, so I knew it was good. The male wait staff said I could only have a table if I pay an extra 200 baht on top of my meal, and they would rather me not come in as they want that table of 4 to make more money. I refused and politely informed them that on my return in low season, I won't be coming back, and I have been to the restaurant at least 20 times and they have lost a long-term customer to make a few extra quid. Now let's talk about bar girls. Wow, what a change in atmosphere. Some would say it's good to be left alone. However, if seeking a companion for the night or a shower, forget it if you are wanting a 7 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10 or above. On 8 occasions, I was told by the 7s and above girls that they have their period, or some other excuse of why they are working for drinks only. The fact is, they were making more from drinks and tips than going with a customer would cost them money. I spoke to a few Farang managers, hardest working people in Pattaya in high season, about where are all the girls? Why are they just all sitting around eating and chatting amongst themselves? And why are they all old and ugly? The answer was usually the same. All the hot ones with personalities are being bar-fined almost instantly to A, men with massive wallets, B, the bar girlfriends who want to shout them a night out after a jackpot man, or C, or they will just bar-fine themselves as they have made enough money and want a day off. So basically, the 7 and aboves were bar fine most of the time. The 5 and 6s were making enough off lady drinks, and below that, well, does anyone want to pay for that? I guess in summary, if you want to travel in Pattaya alone in high season, it's best to go with a group of friends to keep you occupied, as you won't get the usual fun nights with the sexy ladies, unless you want to pay mega bucks. Don't get me wrong, I'm no cheap Charlie. I had a budget of 10,000 baht a day and felt like I was being ripped off. 10,000 baht a day in my previous trips was enough for all I could eat and drink and bell rings with a 9 or 10 every night. Oh well, lesson learned. I'll be back in June and hope to laugh at a few girls who had their period. As always, Dan, keep up the great work. Ben. Okay guys, I hear this constantly about the girls in Pattaya. It's not the same as it used to be before. Times have changed. It's very, very different now. Guys, what do you think? If you've had experience in Pattaya recently, did you enjoy it? Did you see the same as what Ben saw, or did you have a totally different experience? It might be worthwhile telling people whereabouts you went, where it was better, etc. Just to give everybody a bit of an insight. Okay guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. thanks for watching. This has been Thai Talk with Dan. Wish me luck on the quitting smoking, and I'll speak to you again more than likely tomorrow. Ciao for now.